This video is all about two different things. My original plan was to showcase this Yamaha 23 tenor saxophone. I just serviced it and I thought, okay, stick it on my channel, show you how nice these 23s are. And I know I've done them before, but I want to show this one because it is a really nice tenor. But that original plan all went out the window because in the past couple of days, I've done my typical Ian degenerate thing and picked up 3, 4, 5 maybe microphones. So this was one of them. This is the Technica AT4040. It's a cardioid condenser mic, large diaphragm, and it has a couple of little switches on it, which are your pad switch, which means you can click on the pad switch and it'll take down the volume so you don't distort your signal. And it also has a low roll-off pad. Now, I've heard a lot of good reviews about these 4040 microphones, and I got the chance to get a hold of one. But in the meantime, the same guy was selling off a couple of other mics, so me being me, of course I needed them, quote unquote, needed. I should say greeded them. Yes, I greeded them. So my greedy little head grabbed them microphones, and here we are. So yeah, this microphone sounds really good on my voice, and it is doing a really good job. So as usual, I want to hear what it sounds like on a saxophone. So I thought, why not use this Yamaha that I've just fixed up? So that's where the video goes. Let's hear this microphone on this Yamaha 23 tenor saxophone, which I've freshly serviced. Anyway, I will speak to you lot after the demos. there you go, the 2-for-1 special in this video. First of all, the microphone, Audio Technica AT4040. Yep, sounds pretty decent to my ears. It captured all the elements of the saxophone that I wanted it to capture. I played with some low notes, I played with a bit subtone, a bit altissimo, the mid-range, you know, the regular sort of register of this tenor, and it captured everything very nice and very balanced. Now, it wasn't too bright and edgy at the top, and it wasn't muddy or anything like that at the bottom. It was just a really nice, solid, all-round microphone. Would I say it's my favourite microphone in the world? Well, not really, but that's not knocking it. It's a very, what I would describe as a vanilla microphone, and that's not taking anything away from it. I like the flavour vanilla, it's a nice flavour, but it's a little bit bland. It's kind of right in the middle of that herd of ever-growing microphones that you see out there. It's in the middle somewhere. It's not a bad microphone at all. In fact, it's a very good microphone. But there's a lot of other microphones which are maybe even cheaper than this, which are equally as good or better. But yet again, on the flip side of the coin, there's a lot of microphones which I've tried and I own, which are a lot more expensive than this, and I prefer this over the more expensive one. So it's, like I said, it's kind of in the middle. Now, when I say a bit bland, that's not a negative thing, because neutral, bland, they're good things when it comes to recording, because then it captures the true quality. So maybe I might be changing my mind a little bit. Maybe it's a bit more than just in the middle of the pack. Maybe it's middle plus plus. Yeah, I would say middle plus. So that was the microphone. That was my view on the microphone. Now the saxophone, of course. So yes, the Yamaha 23 is yet again, I would describe as a very underrated tenor saxophone. It's an absolute workhorse. And I would actually safely say that these Yamaha 23s could be used by any pro anytime, because they are that good. They are very underrated. They're very good build quality. The sound is very nice, touching on the brighter side. But if you're a darker sounding player as well, I'm quite sure you could have a darker sound on this, of course, depending on your mouthpiece setup and your style of playing. But these 23 Yamahas are solid workhorses, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's a good saxophone. But that's just my view on this microphone and this tenor saxophone. And if this video has been useful to you, you can do me a favour. You know what I'm asking for now. Click on the like button, click on subscribe, and I will catch you lot in the next video. I'm wishing you a wonderful day. Have a great time on your saxophone journey. See you later.